Hey, what's going on, guys? Guess who? Me. Anyway, this is going to be a video about the worlds I have made in survival and have never finished. This one was, I believe, the first one, and we had like 3 or 4 people playing. This one was back at the end or somewhere in 2019. Oh, renders. Alright. This was, I'm trying to think. I think this is when phantoms were added. So this was friend's house. I believe this was Wolfman or Dodger back in the day. I don't know if he changed it or not. This was like way before like they started doing a lot of stuff to Minecraft. Yeah, so this was Blue Ranger's house. Went for like a Viking build, I think, at his nether portal. Yeah. This was pretty cool. Keep this in mind. This is like a messenger thing. Let's see what's in here. We'll put that in there so you guys can see proof. Yeah. Don't know what this was for. I think this was just me and Brody's little message book to each other. Yep. And then up there, I'll go there in a second. This was his decently sized house. Not bad. I liked it. And then Brody, or excuse me, Blue Ranger, doors, always does projects, so he was mining, or this was like a little cave that he just decided to mine around and do himself. This way was something too. Yeah, don't know what this was. He had it leveled out for some reason. That's all I know. I think it was just like his pin or something. Ow. I think it was this way. That dropped you back down. See out to Dodgers or Wolfman's house. This little cave thing I got, or mountain range. Yeah, Brody was pretty good at building. And this one was I think this was the Great Hall he was working on. Yeah, oh wow, yeah, I forgot how far he got. This was before campfires, I think, too, and lanterns. I don't know if this was considered finished or not, but I like it. Yeah, so this was Blue Ranger's house. And this was mine. I found a little cliff and I said, I'm going to build on top of there. And they're like, how are you going to fit a large base? You'll see. These guys, oh yeah, well, he's still there. Looks like the other one died. I had guards. Little sniper towers for these guys because of phantoms. This was like my farm for all my animals. I think I killed most of them just because food. Fenced off everything. Another war area. More golems. If there's not a fence around it, it was 2 blocks tall, so nothing can get past. Little farm. I don't know where the lava or the llama came from. This was die return pad. So you click that and then it's going back to Brody's. Oh, none of the walls are rendered. That's weird. Oh, this is just a tree farm, by the way. Nothing special, just so I had my own wood, so I didn't have to destroy the forest. This is my donkey for when I went exploring. Does he have anything inside it? A fence and a lead. I think that was when I went to go tie him up at my ravine. Whatever. This is my house. I had the little lookout. This is Brody's or Blue Ranger's house. Didn't really go exploring a lot. Exit. Crafting and storage right here. This was the workshop. Yeah. Obviously we're preparing for something. I think this is when the water update came out. Not positive. That's where I slept. So yeah, that's this world. This was the first one I think we started together a while ago, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the second. Sorry. Guess who? It's me again, Poppy Antoine. This is the second world, and we had a couple people up on here. This was right before I think the village update came out. So we were starting to get some of the blocks and all that kind of stuff. And this was kind of like the area where everybody hung out. So that was somebody's cave. I believe this was Vic's house. I don't know what her gamer tag is. She changes it so much. Yeah, this was her starter house. And then I think she moved to a different one and gave that one to somebody else who joined. And then over here, this is where I fished all the time. It's where we farmed our bamboo when it first came in. The Wandering Trader had it, so I bought it. This is Brody's farm. I think this was Brody's and day one house. And then he moved into here. Yeah. Made this house. I think this was nothing. And then I think he got bored and decided to build another house. This was right when these came out, or these might have been in here for a while. Yeah, these are our breeding pens for food. Chickens and rabbits. Guess we'll stay on the path. We'll be polite. This was Brody's third house. I don't know why that was there. Yeah, he moved into here, and then he realized he built too big of a base. It's like, oh, I might have to change that. And then, ow, no. We do like, if you can't tell, we like spruce wood and we like the tall trees. They just look really nice. I like them. I love them. I want some more of them. I can't remember whose this was. I think this was Wolfman's, because he always has fucking animals. Yes, that was Dodger's house. This was somebody's starter house that they destroyed. He was using it for materials. Can't remember whose. I think they also strip mined. Nope, just that. This is somebody's automated farm, or a farm that failed. You know, I think I know who this was. He is one that we do not name, but I know who this was. Whose house this was. Yeah. I know exactly whose house this was. Yeah, it still turned out pretty nice. Played with us for a couple of days, and then he just didn't. This was Vic's second house, I believe. Like insane fucking farmlands, which, Jesus. Animal pins under with nothing in them. So we went fishing and all that. This is her grand finale of a house. I liked it. I know on this world we had catacombs. By that I mean like somebody did like a small strip mine that was like underground, just 1x2 straight one way, and then it branched out to a couple. I think it's over here, so yeah, right there. So it's somebody else's farm. Yeah. I don't have a sword. I might die to that. I'm gonna die to that. Shit, that's embarrassing. We might cut that out. Huh, I apparently respawn there. Alright, short intermission. Alright, anyway, back up to back to where we were. So this was everybody's buildings and house building stuff. Again, because I'm a picky bitch, we found this really cool mountain area, and I wanted to build on top of there. So, but we still made a decent way up to where I needed to go. What the fuck was that? Weird. So yeah, somebody made just this little pathway, called it good. I did pretty much all you're gonna see. This was me. Oh, before we go any further, I want to say that, full disclosure, this build that I did on top of this mountain, the design I got from a YouTuber named Andy is Yoda. He does like this 5x5 build kind of thing, and I kind of saw something he built and I wanted to try it out, so I built it here in a survival world. Just want to let you guys know that I do like this design is not completely mine. The base, like the whole design of it, is somebody else's, but I tweaked a few things here and there, of course. But yeah, we'll continue. I never finished the path to this house, as you could see. I started it, but didn't finish on the mountainside because it might be a little bit difficult. And also I think we get distracted, we go exploring and mining and all that shit. So yeah. I think this was like the entrance. I'm gonna show you this real quick. Just a little station I had. This was the cobblestone generator. And then this was my mine. On this mountain, again, I like took off like a good chunk of mountain here. This down here was my mine that I found in this in the same mountain. So I like when things are close, and I think this, okay, yeah, so I think that leads into the mines and caves again before big caves were added, and then this goes to caves, strip mine. I thought one of them branched off into for a nether portal. It might be that upper one. It has to be this one. Yeah, there it is. So that one was a dead end, and then obviously the other one was a dead end, so I started a strip mine. Good for just chance finding ores and stumbling across caves. That was the waterfall, and you jump. Um, you jump down, and there's like a little valley place that you can go just right there, and it will spit you out in the village down there where everybody else built. We'll get to that later. I forgot about that. Cobblestone gen. I think you guys know that. Again, I do not own this design, so yes, please do not get me in trouble with this man. His name is Andy Iziola. Go check him out. He's pretty cool. Don't know him personally though. So yeah, this was just some cows. Campfire that. It's like the farm. So most of everything aside from like the bamboo was my idea. Other than that, most of this is lanterns are mine. Most of this is completely copied by that guy's video. I'll probably upload a link in the description just to do it. Other than that, I think most of these worlds are my own design. Didn't really have much going on up there. Instead of fences, the bamboo works kind of well. Yeah, this is like the workshop. This is going to be the map area. This is, I liked this because I think it went back to its original size, but normally I had my base right here, up here, and then like the rest of the town, but I think it got set back to default or something. It's potato, sugarcane farm. I started collecting llamas, and yeah, don't know why. That's a wild llama. Down here was storage. Up here was going to be the start of the enchanting room. And then, yeah. We'll go up in the tower. And then we'll move on to world number 3. Yeah, again, during this, we were able to get bamboo from the trader. Because this was right when that update came out. Yeah, again, I do not own rights to the full setup of this, but like, yeah, this is just what we do. We make worlds and we don't finish them. Let me show you guys. This was my exit. That was when you're outside the walls and stuff and you don't, oh shit, want to go all the way around. You just jump down here. And before we go on, I was going to start building a little secret base or like a fall shelter right in here. So I was gonna dig out and just make something, but obviously never did. There's a zombie close by. Yep, dead end. Oh, and then it spits you out back down here on the other side of the waterfall. So just like a nice little build behind the waterfall would be nice. There was a natural one, but I did widen it and give it this big ass one. And then you just swim through this and you go through this. And I was thinking about digging this out into a... Did I just crash my game? Oh, I was thinking about digging this out into a valley, but never really got around to it. Again, stopped playing Minecraft for a bit, so then we had to start a new world. Yeah. So that's basically this world. That concludes this one. This is world number 2. We'll be moving on to world number 3. I just exited and rejoined. I realized that there was something I forgot to show you guys, which is also something I just completely forgot about. So we're back on the one with the town and castle up on top that I did not fully. It's a used design from a YouTuber. Yeah, so there was a project that, of course, Brody was working on because Brody likes to work on projects, and the reason why we stayed here was because of this outrageous mountain range area. So Brody started digging over here to make his either another great hall or just like something. I don't know. Mined out a decent chunk here. I think there was a small gap here, but again, he did a lot of digging, as you can see. Um, Other than that, I'm not really sure. I think this was it. Yeah, he didn't really finish this, did he? Oh, whatever this is. I think this is a strip mine. Ooh, that was very close. And he was digging something out here. Hmm. He's just digging something. I don't know. Brody does projects and he doesn't tell anybody if he needs help or not. So, yeah, this is another unfinished Brody project. Okay, now this concludes World 2. We'll see you guys at World 3. Sorry about forgetting about this. Hey guys, welcome back. This is world number 3, and this one's not as big as World 2 and even World 1 at that point, because World 1 we did have some decent time up on there. But yeah, we'll get right into it. It's nighttime, so I think this was Brody's building right here. Nice little by the shore thing. That's a baby drowned. We're not gonna fuck with that. Let's see if homie's got any. Oh, I got food. Lag. We're gonna. Oh fuck. Grab the XP and we're in bed. Yes, I believe this was Blue Ranger or Brody's little area. And then oh, this is yep. Those were added. This is where we were farming trees, a little valley we found. I think that was a starter base. This was a ravine. I think we either found this or we spawned next to this. I think we just stumbled across this area. We saw the ravine, nice little area, water if we needed it. So we decided to post up here. Just another portal. I think there was actually a village over here is why we also set up here. I'm not 100% positive. There was not. Well, we set up here for a reason. Can't remember why. Yeah. Anyway. Back to this was my base that I started. My chest and stuff. This was the area I slept. This was my little lantern idea kind of thing. Thought it was kind of cool. This was right next to when I was digging this base out, I stumbled into a water cave that also somewhere leads outside into the ocean biome. This was when oceans were implemented at some point too, I think. I'm not positive. A little automated smithing area. This is, yeah, see it has some of the job blocks after, like, it was fully released and all that, because they do them in parts, little workshop. So I think that was honestly it for this one. So yeah, this concludes World 3. I guess I'll name these, and then I'll put letters and or like the text and shit on the screen for you guys for certain things. And yeah. Anyway, see you guys in I think World 4. All right, what is up? It is World 4. This was right when I think villages were completely overhauled as well. Again, most of the time frames on these were in like short amount of periods. I think uh, I really can't tell you, but you know, I'm going in the order I think we've made them in. So just bear with me. And as you see, there's a village back there. We tried to take care of a village. This was when I wanted to manage one. I can't remember if we searched or we actually spawned close by. Uh, Obviously, just two little strip mines that we had in the back. So we'll start heading over there. We fenced it off to try to protect them from zombies and stuff, because we had to, when we first moved in, we had to do that because we accidentally got all the villagers killed. I think there was a pillager outpost close by. That's why we got it. We tried to start expanding and whatnot, and we had beds in certain places and whatnot. And this was like the shop area, which they didn't really go in and out of because we gave them the doors, but they would just like come right here and work. It was kind of weird. This was a friend's house, I believe. I think this was Leo's place. Yeah. And down here was a cave, I believe. Yeah, I think down here he was just digging. Yeah, it's just like this little thing he dug out for himself. I believe that's my area. We'll get to that last, of course, because I'm stingy like that. This was Brody's area, and Brody had the farm, so, you know, chickens and cows for days, pigs and sheep for days, so we have food, a couple horses. I believe this was where Brody first set up, and he made his starter base. And then he started making walls. And I think this was right around the time I started showing Brody about the 5x5 building method by, I forgot his name already. Andy is Yoda. Yeah, Andy is Yoda, 5x5 method. I showed him about it, and he started doing some builds of his own for it. Like, this was his. Let me get rid of this bitch real quick. Hang on. Cool. Yeah, so Brody kind of like evened this place out. There's his farm. Fucking. He built walls, not all the way, but most of the way. Used campfires for. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be his forge. There's a blacksmith shop or something. Didn't get too far with it, but I do like it. And this was his second base that he moved into. And then I think I kind of went a little bit lazy. Brody went kind of the bigger route, like always. Brody always goes the big route. It's just Brody. Always builds a base to start, and then a base to, what do you call it, live in, and then like a big project. Or normally it's a big project with a base. So anyway, I got a little bit lazy with this one. There's our nether portal, just out in the open. This was my little area that I made. So this was like, you know, a little campfire. I guess all my wood was in there for some reason. I just placed chests in random spots that they would not like obstruct the total symmetricality of it, but we're just in places to be in places. This was the little workshop I made. Everything. Sometimes the villagers would try to get over here with the for the job blocks, but not all the time. This was supposed to be the extended storage because obviously I don't have storage. That was the farm. This was my house. As you can see, very, very detailed. Little unlimited water source. My little tent of a home. See if I can get a good. Yeah. Yes, that's my sheep that I somehow got in there. This is my little berry farm. Just something so you don't walk over them. Tried to do an automated melon farm. Didn't really work. This was a concept I got when bees were added. I forgot who I found this from, but it was a YouTuber, and it's like you have beehives in here with your classic farm, and the flowers on the outside, the bees will fly to them, and then when they have enough pollen to go back to the hive, they'll go back, and it acts like bone meal when the pollen falls on the crops. It's a pretty cool concept. Let's see. You get free fucking, I don't know, shears. Oh well, yeah, honey too. So yeah, there's a little greenhouse I made for it. Oh yeah. Forgot this over here. I made a automated farm for the first time just to see how it would go. I don't think it was growing all the way, but yeah, you get the idea. Although I guess it doesn't always go in. Bummer. So yeah, it's just my sugarcane farm. So yeah, I got kind of lazy with it this round. That was also because we were trying to make a village go good, and we kind of, I was busy doing this shop thing, and I think I built 1 or 2 extra houses, I'm not sure. But yeah. Yep, I guess that really concludes World 4, so yeah, we'll call this the Village Keeper or something like that. I'll name all the things, and I'll put subtitles and stuff for certain things and whatnot. So yeah, on to the next. All right, world number 5, I think. Well, yeah, we'll go with that. Let's see. Let's let everything rendered in. I think this one we walked quite a ways. And kind of same thing. This was when I think pillagers were either added, reworked, or something else. The raids. The raids were a thing. So there was a village quite a ways away. It's actually abandoned over there once everything decides to fucking load. Then there's this pillager outpost. That's my house. And we'll get to that last. I think this is just a... I'm not sure how many people joined on this one either. Brody was in the middle of chopping a tree. So yeah. Yep, Brody was doing the 5x5, going big or going home, it seems, like always. This is his area he never finished. We weren't on this one very long either. This was a small one. I don't think, yeah, he didn't even move in or finish. This is like his little area. Yeah, this is his little hobo area. He always has his little hobo thing before he finishes his house. Me, I just place shit in a spot and call it good. The reason why we chose this spot is because in this big, I think they're called savannas, or the acacia biomes with the acacia wood. There was a village that spawned up on this cliff, as you can see. There's a You see in the corner of my screen there, I think that's a village out there too. No, those are mushrooms. Anyway, yeah, this village over here. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Oh, somebody was digging here. Parkour. Somebody was building a ship out there, I think. Yeah, somebody was building something out there. This was like the main part of the village. I guess that's how I got up there. Actually, those were naturally spawned from the way that farms are set up here. So, oh, there's the pillager outpost. I'm not sure what that is. I guess that's just somebody's little building. But we'll go up here. We don't really care if this village was like running or not, just because of how weirdly it spawned, and pretty sure all the villagers have died. Also, the pillager outpost is right there, so. This is where I lived. I think this was... Somebody lived in a villager's house. I know that for a fact. I think it was this one. No? Could have swore. I think it was in here. Yeah. I think this was Leo's base. He never finished either. Probably shit don't spawn there. And then this was my base that I did. Cobblestone generator, just in case. Yeah, there's that abandoned village out there. I think that was just a trash pit. You can see I actually did it on slabs, just cause. This is the basement. This is storage. Wood, weapon, armor, tools, food, materials, stone. Just random shit, isn't it? Yeah. Everything is still kind of scattered. Random job blocks, just to have them. This was the forge area. So this is like the porch, or not really the porch, but like, you know, your little lookout area, stairs, your farm, your way out. My overlook was incredible. Great spot for a house. Here, led outside. This is my bed. Yeah. Little thing I built here. Oh, I want my... Here, you hold that. Yeah. This one wasn't too terribly worked on either. This was another small one. So, yeah, that concludes this one. We'll see you guys, I think, in the last world, which is 6. Alright. Welcome back to our 6th and final world. I am Poppy Antoine. It's raining. This world was made, want to say, right right when Caves and Cliffs Part 1 came out. So me and Brody were playing, and we spawned literally right up on that hill on this little island. We haven't explored a lot. Like, we know this island, and then this island over here, this island over here that was a village, which we're like, fuck it, good ass spawn, might as well. So, this is the winery, or like, the berries. This was my base. We'll get to that one in a second. This is the farm that I made. Obviously, me and Brody get our spruce trees. We like to grow them big. This was our strip mine. Nothing special about that. So, this was when they extended the world height and depth. So here's deep slate. And then this was back when diamond's level is like -58. And we would just strip mine. And I don't know if you guys do this, but at the start, finding diamonds was a lot easier apparently. And like 3 or 4 weeks after the part 1 of Caves and Cliffs came out, they fixed it to where diamonds like weren't as frequent as they were when the update dropped. So me and Brody still have the old one to where it will farm diamonds, I believe. If not, then oh well. So, alright, back to the tour. This is all the village, and I think this was Brody's house, but I think this was one that Brody didn't work on a project yet. We wanted to explore caves, which obviously we did find one of the other ones. It took us a while, but I think it was over in that cave over there. I think we have something set up for that. Yeah, this is just Brody's little base. I like the look of deep slate. It actually looks really nice. Yep, so this is Brody's area. Let's go through the village. This is where we had our cows and stuff. We had a trees that grew here, and there was a tree like right here, and the beehive was here, and it stayed when we cut the tree down on the fence. So, this was my little entrance. Came down here, and this was the base. This was like the storage area. This was, I think, going to be the enchanting room. This is the farm. This was the workshop. And then, haven't figured out what that was yet. This was, I was going to try to get villagers in here so they could sleep and work. So I started doing rooms, but they haven't want to come down here yet, so I might have to physically move a couple of them. But, yeah. Because I think I could have a couple fishermen due to the barrels. One for this one. I think the cauldrons either may or may not. That will, yeah, a couple of them I don't have yet, so yeah. But yeah, anyway, that was this one. Oh, I was going to start a underwater base as well, but I realized that the water area that there isn't that deep, so I'd have to go a lot. But yeah, cool stuff. So again, this is our 6th and final world, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. I am Poppy Antoine. This has been a tour of all the survival worlds I have started and not finished with my friends. It's a just showing off the builds and whatnot. See you guys next time.